What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again with another game preview and score prediction for Rivalry Week. The Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Michigan Wolverines. One of the biggest rivalries in all of college football. Some say it's the best rivalry, but I beg to differ because I am biased towards the SEC and the Iron Bowl. But I'm going to tell you right now, this game is going to be epic this weekend because this game is for all the marbles. I'd say, because the winner goes on to the playoff and the loser will just be getting ready for a run-of-the-mill bowl game. They'll probably get a New Year's Six bowl, the loser, but it ain't like going to the playoffs. But hey, it is what it is. And then those Michigan Wolverines will be without their head coach on the sideline because they have been accused of illegal activities like sign stealing. You can't do that in college football, at least not the way that they was doing it. So they'll be without their head coach, which they was last week, and it seemed like it posed a problem for them last week because Michigan struggled last week with I believe it was Maryland. Yeah, they struggled a little bit. But anyway, Maryland could have beat them if it weren't for turnovers. That's my belief. But anyway, let's talk about these Michigan Wolverines. Now, Michigan, they are scoring 38 points a game and only allowing the opponent 9 points a game. All right? But Ohio State is similar in that area, which they score 33 points a game and only allow the opponent 9.3 points a game. So I don't know what they get 9 points a game. Each team is allowing their opponent 9 points a game while they scoring in the 30s. Okay, but Michigan offense is gaining like 160 more yards than their defense is giving up, which is a recipe for success. Now Michigan got a hell of a run game. They averaging 171 yards a game rushing, and Blake Corum is the head of that rushing game. This guy got 20 rushing touchdowns. All right. They only got 29 rushing touchdowns, and he's got 20 of them. All right. Donovan Edwards got 3, and then J.J. McCarthy, quarterback, he got 3 touchdowns on the ground. So those 3 are the catalysts of the running game, but especially Blake Corum. I think if you stop Blake Corum, you'll be good to go. But Donovan Edwards, he's still a good running back. Okay, so you got to stop both of them, but I would be keen on stopping Blake Corum. I'm telling you, because if you don't, you might have a hard time Ohio State. As far as their passing game, let me see. McCarthy, he has 2,300 yards passing. Okay, but as far as the passing game, you got old Colston Loveland. He's the go-to guy. Not Colston Loveland, but Roman Wilson. He's the go-to guy. He's got 10 touchdowns on the ground, 612 yards, 10 touchdowns. Colston Loveland is got the next most touchdown with 4 on 462 yards. So 18 touchdowns. Those 2 guys got 14 of them. Okay, so but if I was Ohio State, I would key on stopping the run, Blake Corum. All right, and let J.J. McCarthy beat me with his arm. If he win that way, then hey, it's all good. But I think Ohio State secondary is good enough to contain these wide receivers. That's just my opinion. But is Michigan's secondary good enough to contain Marvin Harrison Jr.? I don't know about that. And what's the other guy name? It's Marvin Harrison Jr. and is it Igbuka? Igbuka. Can they stop both of those guys? I don't know about that. But anyway, let's talk about these Ohio State Buckeyes once again coming into the game 11-0, both teams 11-0 and 8-0 in the daggone conference. I told you both teams similar numbers offensively and defensively. And Ohio State offense is averaging over 175 yards more than the defense is giving up. These teams pretty much kind of mirror each other. But anyway, Kyle McCord, 22 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Remember McCarthy, 18 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. So not kind of similar. Just 4 more touchdowns. 4 more touchdowns than McCarthy that McCord has. But he has about to be 2,900 yards passing, 2,899. And he'll be over 3,000 after this game. I know he can pass for a daggone 101 yards in this game. But anyway, Travion Henderson, he's a great running back too. 794 yards, 10 touchdowns on the ground. Then you got Trainum, 3 touchdowns on the ground, 336 yards. Myron Williams, is he back from injury? I don't know. He got 158 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns. But anyway, for like the passing game for Ohio State is way better than the passing game for Michigan. They got the receivers. Marvin Harrison Jr., 14 receiving touchdowns on the season. He's finna have 1,100 yards receiving. He's already at 1,093. And I think after this game, he'll be at 1,200 yards. I think he'll have more than 107 yards receiving, in my opinion, against the Michigan Wolverines. All right. And then you got Cade Stover, 534 yards receiving, 5 touchdowns. Emeka Mbuka, 427 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns. Main 3 wide receivers. And you know the number 1 wide receiver is Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr. will kill your daggone secondary. The guy's a great route runner. He got great hands. He's a great receiver. So, probably another Devontae Smith was for Alabama. Just putting that out there. But anyway, as far as defensive, Ohio State got 21 sacks, 7 interceptions, and 4 fumble recoveries, which is 11 takeaways. I don't think I mentioned Michigan State. They got 19, not Michigan State, but Michigan. They got 19 takeaways and 27 sacks. So their defense has been doing a little bit better than Ohio State. But remember, Michigan has been sign stealing. So they've been having the advantage. So when these opposing offenses call their plays or setting their signs out there, Michigan already know what they're going to do to get in the right defense. But ever since they done, been held accountable, got caught and being held accountable, it seemed like they done fell off. Because it didn't look like they knew what Maryland was going to do. So, and the week prior to that, they were having some issues because they struggled the week prior. All right. So who are they playing? Penn State. Penn State, they won that game by 9 points. All right. And then Maryland, they only won by a touchdown. And Maryland is not very good. So they might have tough sledding against the Ohio State Buckeyes. Therefore, I'm picking the Ohio State Buckeyes to win this game. And this is my score prediction. I am saying the Ohio State Buckeyes will have 31 points, and the Michigan Wolverines will have 20. So that's my score prediction. That's my final answer. And I'm sticking with it. Ohio State 31, Michigan 20. Ohio State goes to the playoff. Michigan goes to a New Year's Six bowl. Roll Tide.